Hey, what's up, you guys? Back to my channel. Today I'm reacting to LankyBox. I dated my best friend's sister, and it was suggested to me by this one person right here. Also, this will help everybody say more LankyBox, more LankyBox. So, you guys get right into it. And remember, guys, I'm not in the contribution.
What is up, guys? Welcome to this episode of LankyBox. Now today,
I like the animation characters.
Something is a little bit different about us.
What's happening? What's happening?
Calm down. It's okay. We're animated.
We are animated?
And now we're not.
Okay.
Okay, so we are back, guys. Now, we wanted to try something a little bit new. We want to try and do an animated story for you guys.
Okay.
Now, the story I'm going to be telling today is when I dated my best friend's sister.
What are you talking? Okay. All right. Hold on.
This story gets
I
crazy.
don't have a sister, so I already know you making this up.
No, my other best friend.
What? I'm your only best friend.
No?
Yes.
So relatable though, like people say.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Well, the story...
Yes, I am.
So this is a completely true story. Now, I was probably around 13 years old.
Cool.
And my parents sent me off to a summer camp for 2 weeks.
13 years old, so that would be last year?
This summer camp was in the mountains, okay?
In the mountains?
So picture a camp in the middle of nowhere.
Like some snowy mountains or some hot
No, it was
desert?
hot in the summer.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
So there was about 30 other campers besides me. At
Cool.
that age, I was
Huh.
so shy. I
Why?
didn't talk to anybody.
I wasn't.
So half the campers were guys and half were girls. And this
So
was
fi-
before
so 15,
I really
15.
ever talked to girls, like ever.
Right. So, you must have showed up and went like, what are these? Oh, these are what girls look like.
The second I got there, my parents dropped me off, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're like, all right, have a good next 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
They left.
Okay.
Bruh.
I was so scared that I went to the bathroom and my nose started bleeding.
What?
Yes. That's
Wait.
how nervous
It
I was.
was,
That's
to me,
like some
yeah, that happened to me before, I can't lie.
The middle of the woods stuff.
And then there was no toilet paper in the stall yet because they were still setting up the camp. I was
Bruh!
hiding and I had to use my finger to stop the nosebleed. And so I came out of the bathroom with blood all over my hand.
You came out of the bathroom. All the other campers like, did that guy just attack a small animal in the bathroom stall?
The whole point of that was saying I was terrified of this camp.
Why?
This was like the introduction. So they had all the camp counselors gather all the kids around, right? And we all gathered in this big
Whoever did all the
cafeteria
animation
room.
did a
At this
phenomenal
initial
job.
meeting with the counselors,
Phenomenal
they said
job.
the rules, you know, you have to be in bed by this time. And one of the big rules they said was there is no dating at this camp.
Why is no
You're
dating?
only there for 2 weeks.
Exactly.
How do you date somebody in 2 weeks?
Trust me. Trust me.
It takes me
When you're
so much
13, you feel like
time.
it'll figure like whole 2
How you
years.
gonna make a relationship in 2 weeks?
See, I was like, well, that shouldn't really bother me. I'm not going to get a girlfriend here because I haven't had one before, right?
Yeah.
True.
Well, what if I told you I actually got a girlfriend here?
I would say that's about as fake as Bigfoot himself.
The first friend I made at this camp, his name was
God.
Ryan.
Ryan.
And he was cooler. He was older. He was one of the 15-year-old kids there.
Oh.
And he was way cooler. He had like shaggy hair, and he was like a skater dude.
That
and
makes
here I
him
was
cool.
with my Pokemon cards and all this
Me!
stuff.
Me!
I got lonely.
Same.
I was like, I might not make any friends at this camp, but at least I can talk to my Pikachu.
I became
So
friends
relatable,
with this
though.
Ryan guy, and he basically took me under his wing.
Where this story is headed, it sounds like you're gonna end up telling me you started dating Ryan. That's what it sounds like.
Well, Ryan had a younger sister at the camp.
Oh.
Rachel, who was
Rachel.
my age.
Okay, I see what
Rachel
you're
is special.
Basically,
Rachel is
at
special.
mealtimes when we would eat in the cafeteria, I would eat with Ryan because I was his friend, right?
Yeah, because you got to sit at the cool table.
Exactly, and basically his sister Rachel would eat with him too because she was nervous and new, right? So we all ended up eating together.
That's
me,
cool.
Ryan, and Rachel.
I know this story is getting very suspenseful, but there's really only one thing on my mind, which was, how was the food at the cafeteria?
It was really good.
Okay, what were you guys
Lucky.
eating? Paint me a picture.
Lucky.
We had a lot of like meatballs, lasagna, mashed potatoes, stuff like that.
Lucky
Okay,
boy.
okay, I'm just
When I went to
picturing you eating
a freaking summer
giant
camp,
meatball with your new
waited
buddies.
disgusting.
Okay.
And me and
Much.
Rachel started talking more because we were already around each other.
Around each other eating those meatballs. Yep.
So I would talk to her.
No
We were
dirty
both really
joke.
shy people, but we would talk a lot more, and we kind of became friends. And like, I think I would show her my Pokemon cards. She thought they were cool. She thought they were cool.
That's really how you thought you want to impress her? What if I pull out my holographic Charizard?
That do surprise. They do
I
do.
started to develop, you know, a little bit of a crush on her. I got a little more nervous when I was around her.
Slow it down. What about her drew you to her?
Well, she was a girl. She talked to me, and that was enough.
Can it be a whole boy?
She was a girl, and she didn't run away when I talked to her. That's all I needed.
He could have been.
So another thing I forgot to mention was there was no cell phone service at the camp because you were so high up in the mountain. We weren't allowed to text each other because we couldn't text each other. So at night, the counselors let the boys and girls pass notes, written notes, in between each other.
What kind of crap is
All the boys would
this?
be in one room, and all the girls would be in another. And the counselors would bring notes back and forth.
No, this is already seeing this going bad.
Version of DM.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now I understand.
I had to shoot my shot, you know? I had to go for it. So I wrote a little note to Rachel and I said, hey, like, what is it like having your older brother at this camp? Ha ha ha. I had some, like, smiley faces. Yeah, and I sent it over to her. Now, the counselors read each message before they give it to her, right?
There's a virus
Because they don't want you guys, like, secretly being like, yo, like, let's, you know, let's prank someone or whatever.
Let's
So
smoke.
they read the messages and then they give it to you, right? So the counselor took my note. He's like, okay, cool. Gave it to Rachel. I got a note back from Rachel. She's like, oh, it's so nice, haha. And then I was like, should I just go for it?
No!
Should I hope that they don't read my message?
They will.
Wow, you really took that big of a risk?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
So I said, hey, Rachel, I'll be honest. I think you're really cute and I like you.
Why?
I literally said that.
And you just were banking on the fact that they wouldn't read it?
Yeah,
You were
I
banking
crumpled
on
it up
this?
really tiny and put it with all my other friends' notes, and I'm like, oh, here's all our notes. And
Dude, 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 dude,
They read it. You would get kicked out of that camp.
dude.
I knew it was you from the start in the bathroom. You little note passing, bloody-handed little fiend.
The note got through.
Wow.
Counselors, he didn't really look at them that closely.
Yeah.
And then he delivered it to Rachel.
I'm impressed. You might have a future working at the Justy Spy Corps, because that is impressive. Good job.
Yeah.
Message
now,
received?
I did not get a message back.
What?
She left you on red.
Literally.
Literally.
She left me on red and I was like, I blew it. Like I shouldn't have. Well, maybe it got intercepted. Like I started going to like, what was the worst case scenario? The next day at lunch, I was really nervous, right? 'Cause I was like, did she read it? Did she not? Did it get intercepted? Am I gonna get in trouble?
Sitting there eating your meatballs.
So I pull up next to Rachel.
Yes.
I set my food down.
Yes.
And I'm just kind of like, hey, how's it going? And she's like, hey, by the way, I like you too.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I'm not lying.
I feel like it's a lie,
Because I
dude.
was worried that they would get intercepted. This is true. This is a true story.
You ain't gotta lie to us, Adam.
Me?
You ain't gotta lie to us,
Yeah.
Adam.
Me, you know I lied. We understand. You understand.
You really expect me to believe you just came down and like in a movie, she goes, I like you too.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. From that point forward, we hung out all the time. We were never allowed to be alone at camp. We were like, hey, like once the camp is over, like we should become boyfriend and girlfriend. The camp is over, we go home. On the drive home, I texted her and I was like, hey Rachel, it was so great to meet you. Like, I really hope we can keep hanging out. And she was like, yeah, I'd love to.
Where you live at?
So
Where's she
I
live?
asked her on a date. I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. This is my one chance.
Yeah, you gotta shoot your shot.
Yeah. So
hey.
13-year-old Adam was like, you know what? Where should I take her? To the movies. So I'm like, hey Rachel, I'd love to take you to the movies. And she said, okay, let's go. I had my dad drive me to the movies. But guess who drove her to the movies?
Her brother.
And her parents made Ryan sit in between us at the movies.
Bro!
That's not even the saddest part of the movie.
What do you
So we
mean?
finished the movie, right?
Yeah.
I said pretty much nothing to her the entire time because I was so nervous.
Yep.
So we
Why?
go out to the lobby of the movie theater
Why?
where they sell popcorn and they have the games and all that stuff. My dad comes to pick me up, and I see him walking up into the theater, and he's like, all right, say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
This was my chance. My one chance to hug her or kiss her on the cheek.
Oh,
Bro!
You know what I do?
Yeah, what?
I went in for the hug.
Yeah.
and
You
I
went
hugged
for her
Ryan,
brother!
And then I high-fived Rachel.
What?
And then I left. I was so nervous about my dad
What?
seeing me with a girl. I hugged Ryan, and then I went for the
What?
high five. on Rachel.
Why? 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 This is
On the way home, she broke up with me through text. She texted me, she's like, I don't think this is gonna work out. And then we never talked again.
It's because you're a bad high fiver. That's why it is. That's what it is. You had those
I'm like this. I'm like this. I'll hug her. I'll hug.
hand was covered instantly in Adam's sweat.
That's it. We broke
That's the
up.
story.
She broke up with me, and I never talked to her again.
And I never talked to another
Why? That didn't make any sense. Cause that story is so.
100% real. I did not make up a single part of that.
Why would you tell me that story?
Yeah, me too.
we
Me
sat
too.
down here
Why?
to do a little
Why are you telling us the
little
story?
fun animated story, and now I just literally feel depressed.
Okay, guys, we really hope you enjoyed that first animated series. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Let us know if you want us to actually do more of these.
You really probably slid in Rachel's DMs and said, "Hey, I'm a boy with love," and she hit you back with, "Let's kill this."
Blackpink reference, I love that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I surely did. It was like, why? Thank you guys for the love support. I really did. It really means so much to me. If you have anything you want me to do, please comment down below. I want to hear what you guys got to say. Also guys, you guys are so amazing, so awesome. And if you'd like to check out my second channel, it'll be my art channel. It will link down below or in the end card. Thank you guys so much. See you guys. Bye! See you on Friday.